Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, guys, today we are going to talk about monitoring and assessment. So, what is monitoring and assessment? Monitoring and assessments are part of the curriculum design process that help teachers make sure a course is working well and that students are learning effectively. They are guided by three things. The first is environment, what the school's time and resources allow. And then the second one is needs, what the students need, lack, and want. And the third one is principles, how people learn best. So, ladies and gentlemen, monitoring and assessment should fit the teaching situation, the learners, and a good learning principle. And why do we monitor and assess? Monitoring and assessment have two main goals. The first is informational goals, that is to give information about what students know and how much they have improved. And the second one is affective goal, that is to make students feel positive, confident, and motivated about their progress. Both teachers and learners use this information to plan better learning. And turn to the next discussion. That is the types of monitoring and assessment. Let's talk about placement assessments. This is the first type of monitoring and assessment. So, what is placement assessment? This is done before a course begins, and the purpose is to place students in the right class or level. Not too easy, not too hard. It should be simple, friendly, and quick to mark. For examples, vocabulary tests, grammar tests, short interview, or close tests. Good placement tests are accurate, short, and practical. And the second type of assessment is observation of learning. This happens during the course. The teacher observes how students perform in learning activities, not to grade them, but to see whether activities are effective. Teachers could ask, for example, what is the goal of this activity? What conditions help student achieve this goal? What signs shows that learning is happening, and what changes should be made to improve learning? For example, watching student during fluency activity, um, are they speaking fast, or are they using meaning focused talk? Are they engaging with a partner, something like that? And the third type is short-term achievement assessment. This is done regularly, like daily or weekly, and it aims to check student progress on course materials. And the methods that you can use is like weekly quizzes, progress charts, like reading speed graphs or uh, writing improvement chart, sorry, and self-assessment record. And good short-term tests are clear, motivating, and not too time-consuming. They help both teachers and students see improvement, and the student should be motivated. And then the fourth type of assessment is diagnostic assessment. The purpose is to find out students' strengths and weaknesses. It shows what they already know and what they need to work on. And it can be done through test result, for example, vocabulary, grammar, reading, etc., observation or interviews, learner self-assessment. For examples, vocabulary level test helps decide if students need higher frequency or academic vocabulary. And diagnostic results are used to adjust the course and also the learning goals. And the fifth type of assessment is achievement assessment. It is usually done at the end of the course, like final or midterm tests. This measures what students have learned and how well the course worked. And it has features like based on the material taught in the class, students know what to expect and and well as criterion reference. It means measured by a fixed standard, not compared with others. For example, writing portfolio, oral tests, or final grammar tests. Mastery tests can be used so that every learner achieve a high level. For example, 80 until 90% correct. And achievement assessment provide feedback for teachers, learners, as well as curriculum designers. And the sixth type is proficiency assessment. It measures overall language ability, not just what was taught in the course. And it is based on the whole language system, not a single syllabus. For examples, TOEFL, IELTS test, vocabulary size test. This is the example of proficiency assessment. Proficiency assessment is used to compare learners from different backgrounds or decide if someone is ready for study abroad. It can also influence or wash back on, classroom teaching. Okay, when courses start, okay, focusing on test formats instead of broader learning. Okay, so you can have also qualities of good assessment. Okay, there are three components when it comes to the quality, like reliability. It means that it gives consistent result. The student should get a similar score if tested again. And the second one is validity. It measures what it's supposed to measure. For example, a speaking test should really test speaking. And practicality, it should be easy to use, affordable, not too long here, and simple or easy to mark. Okay, let's talk about summary step for teachers. So, teachers should decide what type of assessments are needed, like placement, diagnosis, achievement, etc. And you need to design or select the tests. And the third one is you need to check that they are reliable, valid, and practical. And you need to use the result to improve teaching and learning. An interesting question seems to be common, among teachers. Why monitoring and assessment matter? Well, monitoring and assessment are not just about grade, ladies and gentlemen. They help first ensure students are learning what they need, keep learners engaged and motivated, and then the third one is improve teaching quality and curriculum designs, as well as giving teachers and students a sense of progress and achievement. So these are the function of assessment, why assessment is important. So you also have a task, guys, and I would like to send the task to my class, our learning management system. That's all, ladies and gentlemen, for today's presentation about assessment. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.